So one of the videos we talked about earlier was my relationships with Congressman McCarthy. And I want to share some stories and some insight that people may not understand about why I suddenly feel qualified to serve in a political office or as an elected official. Well, for the last 16 years, I haven't just been sitting behind the scenes running a business. I've actually been one of the most talked about and well-known credit union advocates. In fact, in 2016, I was inducted into the Credit Union Hall of Fame back in Washington, D.C. for advocacy. Now, how did that happen? Well, there's a couple of small things and a couple of big things. There's been some bills that have happened at the House level. There's been some bills that have happened even at the state level. But I want to share two stories that have happened here at the city level that most people won't even know about. The first one is the TOT tax. So for those of you who aren't familiar with this is a tax that was put in place around 2008, and it was a hotel tax that has provided the funding for the Ridgecrest Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's provided additional city revenue funding. It's provided additional funding to multiple projects across our community. But do you know that TOT tax came within $35,000 of failing? Let me share the story. When they were going through the process, they had to provide a legal retainer in order to get the project done. Do you know who provided the legal retainer to make that project a reality for this community? Desert Valleys. Now, I could say the credit union did it. I could also tell you that I know who the three people were in the room that made it happen. I could share another story. For example, a story sometime around 2016 when I had dinner in DC with Congressman McCarthy's staff, and we touched on the idea of per diem. Per diem, for those voters that don't know, is the amount the government pays for a contractor or somebody who's working for the base to be in Ridgecrest. It's what they pay them in terms of their hotel rate. So that conversation, after close to 10 years of stalled out conversations, we stumbled across one idea. Why are we being treated differently if the county next door is higher and the county to the north is higher and the county south is higher? And we border on 3 different counties. San Bernardino, well 4 technically. We're part of Kern. We border on San Bernardino, we border on Los Angeles, and we border on Inyo. And you say, we don't border on Los Angeles. Yes, we do. The base does. And that's who we had to focus on. So we had a conversation, and the result of that conversation was a $12 increase to the per diem rate per night for our local hotels. Now, I'll let you go ahead and do the math in your head on the number of nights that are used for hotels for business purposes for the base, and then I'll let you multiply that by 365, and then I'll let you multiply that by 4 years to know some of the back things I've been doing to build revenue for this community, and I've never taken credit for these. I am today. And the reason why I'm doing it today is because I've been advocating for Ridgecrest for years. I don't have to be in front of the camera. I have made the choice to be in front of the camera for this purpose because we need leadership in the mayor role as well as at the city level that's dedicated to making sure that the best possible outcomes come for this community. We have had enough of the divisiveness. We need to start building our community together.